AI is getting ridiculously affordable these days. You can tap into cutting-edge models for under $5 per million input tokens. That's like getting premium intelligence on a budget. And if you're on a subscription plan, you're shelling out anywhere from $10 to $200 a month. Not bad at all, right? But hold up, what if you decided to go rogue and run this stuff yourself? Maybe snag your own hardware or rent compute straight from cloud providers selling GPU time by the hour. Today, we're diving deep into the total cost of ownership to see if the numbers actually stack up in your favor. Because let's face it, the price of smarts is dropping fast. And with nvidia's latest bombshell on the Rubin chip, hardware's getting smarter and more efficient by the day.
It must be in production by now. And so today, I can tell you that Vera Rubin is in full production.
So, the big question, when does it finally make sense to ditch the subscriptions and host state-of-the-art AI on your own setup? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down step by step. If you're into tech, finance, or just optimizing your life, this is going to blow your mind. First off, let's talk subscriptions, because that's where most of us start. Imagine you're on a top-tier plan, dropping $200 a month for unlimited access to the best models out there. Over 6 years, that's a solid time frame to think about, considering how fast tech evolves. You're looking at a grand total of $14,400. Yeah, it adds up. But think about what you're getting. Instant access, no headaches with setup, and updates handled for you. It's like subscribing to Netflix, but for brainpower. No downtime, no fiddling with drivers or compatibility issues. Just fire up the app and go. But is there a smarter play? Could owning your own gear or renting cloud compute beat this out? That's the itch we're scratching today, and trust me, the math gets wild. Let's pivot to the hardware side. If you're serious about running AI locally, you're eyeing data center-grade GPUs like NVIDIA's H100. These beasts are the gold standard for heavy lifting in AI inference and training. But brace yourself, the sticker price hovers around $30,000 per card. Right off the bat, that's more than double your 6-year subscription cost. So, up front, it feels like a no-brainer. Stick with the subscription and save your cash for something fun, like upgrading your gaming rig or hitting a road trip. But we're not stopping there. What if you don't buy outright? What if you rent an H100 from cloud giants like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure? These neo-clouds, as some call them, offer hourly rates that seem tempting, around $2.20 per hour per H100, give or take based on region and demand. Now let's crunch those numbers to match our 6-year horizon. Suppose you're a power user, hammering away 8 hours a day. Including weekends, that's a whopping $38,544 over 6 years. Dial it back to weekdays only, and you're still at $27,456. Either way, it's pricier than that $14,400 subscription. And here's the kicker. This assumes you're only paying for active use. Factor in idle time, data transfer fees, or storage costs, and it balloons even more. It's like renting a sports car. You pay whether you're driving or not, and the meter never stops. So, if straight-up renting or buying solo doesn't pencil out, how do these frontier labs, like OpenAI, Anthropic, or Google, turn a profit on their subscription models? They're not charities, after all. We'll circle back to that, but first, let's explore a hack that might flip the script. Pooling resources with buddies. Picture this. You rally 3 friends, making it 4 of you total. Each person's individual 6-year subscription would run $14,400. So collectively, that's $57,600 in the pot. Suddenly, that $30,000 H100 is within reach. Heck, you've got change left over. It's like crowdfunding your own AI powerhouse. But does this actually work in practice? Won't sharing one card bog everyone down, turning lightning-fast responses into a slog? And what about the hidden costs, like electricity and cooling? GPUs like the H100 guzzle power and generate heat like a revved-up engine. Let's break down the total cost of ownership, or TCO, starting with the bill of materials. Assume you've got a beefy desktop ready with a PCIe slot and a power supply that can handle it. No need to buy a whole new system. So, your base cost is that $30,000 for the card. Now, per NVIDIA's specs, the PCIe version of the H100 pulls up to 350 watts, or 0.35 kilowatts. If you're in a spot like Michigan, where electricity averages 20 cents per kilowatt hour, and you're running this thing 24/7 for 6 years, because why not maximize that shared investment? The power bill comes to about $3,700. Not peanuts, but split 4 ways? Manageable. But wait, cooling. These cards run hot, and in a single PCIe setup, you'll need solid airflow or even liquid cooling to keep things stable. Using a power usage effectiveness (PUE) ratio of 1.5 to 2.0, basically accounting for extra energy to cool the heat generated, that adds another $3,700 or so. Total TCO? Around $37,400. Still way under your group's $57,600 subscription equivalent. On paper, it's a win. You're saving bucks and owning the hardware outright. No rate limits, no API downtimes, just pure unfiltered AI at your command. But here's where reality bites. User experience. The big hurdle? Fitting a state-of-the-art model into that single H100. We're not talking toy models here. Frontier Labs locked down their proprietary beasts like GPT-4 or Claude. So, you're turning to open-source heavyweights. One standout is the Qwen 2 thinking model. Wait, actually, let's clarify. I'm referring to advanced MOE, mixture of experts, models like the hypothetical Kim K2. But think along the lines of something like Mixtral, or the massive 1 trillion parameter beasts emerging. These activate only a fraction, say 32 billion params per token, out of hundreds of experts, making inference super efficient. It's the future, sparse architectures that sip resources instead of chugging them. Even so, loading a full precision version of a 1T param model? Forget it on one H100. You'd need at least 14 cards just for the weights. Quantize it down to 4-bit or 2-bit, still looking at 3 to 8 H100s minimum for smooth operation. Boom, your single card dream shatters. Now you're eyeing nvidia's DGX H100, a beastly pod of 8 cards wired together for seamless parallelism. Price tag? $285,000 to $300,000. Add in electricity and cooling over 6 years at 24/7, using similar math, that's another $100,000-ish. Total TCO? Around $400,000. That's median home price territory in the US. To break even against subscriptions, you'd need 28 people chipping in. 28! That's a small startup, not a friend group. But let's say you pull it off. 28 users on one DGX H100 running that MOE model. What's the experience like? Even with sparsity slashing compute to 3 to 4% of a dense model, you still load the full thing into VRAM, at least 500 gigabytes for weights alone. The DGX packs 640 gigabytes total, leaving 140 gigabytes for actual inference that all 28 share. Sounds okay? Let's math it out. Hugging Face specs give us layers, hidden sizes. Plug in FP16 precision, and you're at about 1.7 megabytes per token for KV cache. In 140 gigabytes, that's roughly 80,000 tokens max across everyone. Divide by 28, about 2,850 tokens per person. And that's optimistic, ignoring activations, overheads, or contention. It's like sharing a single broadband connection in a packed house. Someone's always buffering. At this point, you might be thinking, screw it, subscriptions win. And yeah, that's the takeaway for now. But it begs the question, how do these inference providers not bleed cash? My take? API-based outfits bake razor-thin margins into per-token pricing to stay profitable. Subscription models? They're playing the long game. Hook you with ecosystems, tools, and loyalty perks. It's stickier than raw compute. You get integrations, community, and that set-it-and-forget-it vibe. Plus, they serve millions with massive parallelism. Data centers optimized for batching requests, efficient routing, and economies of scale we can't touch at home. Don't get me wrong, this gives you massive respect for the pros. Offering 400,000 or 1 million context windows at blazing tokens per second for pennies to hordes of users, it's engineering magic, factoring in energy grids, cooling towers, and hardware fleets. Bottom line, while owning server-grade gear doesn't add up today, keep an eye out. If GPU prices crater or models get hyper-efficient, hello, next-gen sparsity and quantization, the tide could turn. But cloud providers will likely match with price drops, keeping the edge. What do you think? Would you crowdsource a DGX with friends or stick to subscriptions? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Love hearing your setups and hacks. If this sparked ideas, smash that like button, subscribe for more breakdowns on tech economics, and hit the bell for notifications. We've got videos coming on Rubin chip impacts, efficient model tweaks, and more. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.